大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩《天国降临救赎2》。好，我们前一集就是已经解了这个主线，被抓到特罗斯基之后，又终于把伊斯特万干掉。那我们现在就是要通过之前阿波罗尼亚的这个隐藏洞穴呢，我们现在逃出来，但是逃出来发现我们已经逃跑的事情，他们已经大概知道，所以这边有一堆人在追捕我们。那说实在，城堡里面根本没剩什么士兵嘛，所以我就不知道他哪来这些人马，说不定是从城镇那边叫过去的，对不对？紧急通知，什么托洛斯科维兹啊这边的民兵之类的。我比较好奇的是，我到底可不可以冲出去把他们全部砍光，一路砍过去，还是说一被侦测到就算失败的？我也不晓得。不过人不少，哇，好多运兵车啊！我操！干！
You can't stand up to this.
才刚讲完，直接就。
You want to try me? I'm all yours. I'll kill you. Show what you're made of. You want to try me? Didn't see that one coming, eh?
哦，全被我杀光了，完全都不用那个啦，全被我灭了，这么 easy， 可惜不能上马，东西不能够放到马上面。哦，非常好，来几个我打一双。战鬼亨利，见人就砍。哦，直接狙了。那应该还有人呢，看起来还有人在赶过来的途中。他这个体积物有点太夸张了。好，我们继续狩猎。
There's one here.
哦，剑术29了，好扯。 真的可以这样一路砍过去，但是不用潜行啊。我最喜欢这样子的。
Here's one.
我还有狗，耶！
What? Here he is.
哎呀，几个小民兵也想拦住我。
Everyone, here.
他这种街头人还被抓了。
Are you Mika?
Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Falcon. The password is Falcon.
All right. I'm Mika. Where's Catherine?
It all went tits up. We've got a wounded man. We need to take the wagon all the way to the passage to load him on. Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside of Apollonia. The soldiers are combing the forest. Nobody can get through till they stop.
Fuck.
I thought we could sneak out of here. But if someone's wounded...
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the wagon. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means something's gone wrong. And they'll leave. Someone has to tell them what happened.
All right, I'll go. Go and find Catherine in the cave. She'll fix you up. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you come across a cliff split in two. There's a broken down wagon standing nearby. Go between the rocks, up the hill, then head south. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going the right way. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them then. We're parked a bit off the road, so as not to be seen.
All right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you on sight.
All right.
Good luck. God be with you.
I'm with you.
因为我们还是再把这一区的士兵都杀一杀好。
What?
看哪里还有火光？哦，那边还不少人。
Alarm! He's here! Come on, then. Take that.
哦，这些士兵、民兵都不如啊，超级白给。
I'm all yours. Do it.
杀光了吧？哦，好疯狂啊！一路砍，全清了，对，一路杀过去。哦，怎么还有头鹿来这边凑热闹？
Die!
I'm all yours.
And you'll get another right away!
Show what you're made of.
I've been waiting for you.
应该都杀的差不多了吧？哦，哎，整个阿波罗尼亚上全是卫兵，太扯了。不过的确啊，这种士兵 level 很明显就没有达到那个城堡里面守卫的那种等级。 真的就是那种枪勇的那种感觉。哪边有看到我
There's one here!
哇！你今天在这边一路砍到剑术30了，太扯了。
哎？
Over here! He's...
叫我波西米亚砍王。我现在只怕我们耐久度不够，看一下，我剩78，修一下啊。 对，因为我们现在拿的是我们老爸的剑。What's that？ 回去就可以直接跟我，都可以直接跟拉奇格吹嘘了。老爸，这把剑不需要试锋力度了，对吧？我们已经用它砍了几十个村民了。爸估计可能会当场晕过去。
Alarm! 打！Show your stuff! Take that! I'm all yours! You want to try me?
好扯。我们还是中间还是不小心吃了一拳。
I should keep going south from here.
有时候会 bug， 但我在奔跑都没有扣耐力。
Everyone, here! Ah.
太疯狂，这个晚上。亨利，我看应该是可以把这附近的人口杀了一半。
Hey, are you?
这不是反杀吗
I've been waiting for you.
多远？哇！你说这些人把这个接洽地点搞这么远，到底干嘛？
Vulcan! Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
What, you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razik and Hanush and tell them what's being planned and what happened to Lord Capen. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed! So, we finally got him. How does it feel? I said.
How does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, no, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdal place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word! And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that?
Ain't gonna see ya.
We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. If it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. Do you know him, Henry?
I know him. And I think I know why they say what they do about him.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
啊，话是这样讲嘛，我们只是送信而已啊。现在 在不让开这个物品栏，你想吃东西没办法吃。刚刚那个对话里面还有一些可以问的啊，为什么不让我们继续问呢？
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil?
Well now, Captain Žižka. And young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. But I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotslov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
他什么时候穿过我们？哦，他还在后面。这方面怎么那么拟真呢？真的像个受伤的人一样慢慢走。终于
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
哎呀，暴饮暴食了。他怎么又把我的衣服给扒光了？这一套是有钱人套装，所以这两瓶眼镜怎么魅力差那么多？是因为这个有弄脏是不是？好吧，应该是这样。
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trusky?
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
一代我没什么印象，动画有看到约布斯特啊，刚看那个造型我也没什么印象啊。一代有跟他有来往吗？没什么印象，还是这个是中间一代是1403，我记得现在是1406，还是中间这3年的一些剧情，对，不是一代的剧情。
Aye, we know each other well. We recently had talks together in Ratai.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was? So he's no longer here? Thank Christ.
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here... in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hinek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
可以先去洗澡，可以再聊天。
I mean no discourtesy, but I've never heard of you, sir.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the mint master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted out of Kuttenberg silver.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control of Kuttenberg.
I know we're in Sukdal, and that this fortress belongs to you, but I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle, as you can see. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. They bought land and built fortresses. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind. What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
No, of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hung everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
Maybe. She was really kind to me. Oh, my God.
Wait. Maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zhishka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks. What do you think of Lord Pisek?
He's a real man, at least. Noble and good-mannered, but I hope his age has weakened his hearing. Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to us.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
我可以跟你一起吗？
May I join you?
At least we'd only take up one of Lord Pisek's beds instead of two. But I'd like to get some rest. And I advise you to do the same. We have lots of work ahead of us.
Here, Mutt!
他为什么一直不听话，卡在这里？
Here you go. Take it.
因为他想要跑走，可是卡在这个区域，他出不去。好吧，先不管他。因为他刚刚说可以去洗个澡。
Excuse me.
弗兰佐队长，这个脸好像是新的脸模。这个游戏有个问题，我到后来有点受不了，就是他很多脸模都是重复用。
Ich kann. Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh, yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Mesolas and Opatowitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. Nothing urgent. If you're looking for einen Fuschen, try your luck elsewhere. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
I could get used to this.
If sir will allow, I'll help you undress.
应该是全部衣服都洗干净了吧？还是只有我身上这一套？他妈，好像只有我身上这一套。
What do you need?
I'll have a look at your wares.
他也有卖吃的。
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
那我们来逛一下这个苏赫多尔，这个就是我们序章的这个守卫的这个城堡。我们现在终于来到这了。我们终于抵达这个库滕伯格，然后因为我们有点学士嘛，所以地图就看起来就是直接就解锁。至于这个地图，感觉起来好像跟上一个地图差不多，那甚至比它小一点，我感觉起来。我觉得应该比上个地图小一些，因为很明显它这些边边角角看起来都是没办法去的。好多东西，好多地方可以逛。被烧毁的梅泽莱斯、维索卡、伊斯蒙德的军营，说就在这边哦，这边看到了。他这个军营根本就是一个小村庄，这也合理了。这边应该就是个村庄嘛，下面是军营的。拉博斯，这边这个是个，看起来是个堡垒吗？还是那是教堂啊？堡垒式的教堂。Trusky 地区，我们该不会是可以回去这个区域的吧？会吧？哦，这个小村子苏赫多尔，外面的小村子看起来是蛮齐全的，该有的功能都有。那里面应该是可以自由行动的吧？乌总馆， 要解锁之前先关个门。我有黑色羽毛，没有什么太看起来没有什么太值钱的东西。感觉起来这就是新的这边的第一个新的据点。垃圾怎么叫这个名字？而且他看起来要睡了，装备都收进去了，装备又穿起来了。
You silly doggy.
厕所在这。
Look what I have for you.
应该是士兵宿舍吧，来开个锁。贵族护手甲，但看起来好像还不错哎。先不要开锁好了，省得前面被偷的东西又被人家交回去。
Excuse me.
啊，这边就是那个最后跟卡彭上来守的那个地方。这边竟然装的是食物，靠！还好我期待了一下，这边我还以为比较像是军械库了，的确好像也没什么武器，就放一些盾牌而已。125、125、163，其实盾牌都差不多。我有350。
What the fuck are you doing? Lord Pisek takes you under his roof and you cause trouble here.
啊，区区一个奴才
How dare you, you lackey? Don't you know who I am? An esteemed guest and a friend of the Margrave himself.
The Margrave?
Yes. and leave me be, or I'll tell your master about your rudeness. Fella just wants a bit of enjoyment here, and he nearly gets locked up for it.
All right, have it your way. You can go. But watch out next time.
哎，干被没收了，操！为什么我刚刚另外拿的东西也不会全部都被他收走？啊，没有，这个还在，他只收这个箱子里的东西。他这样巡一圈回来，反正这个我之后自己再来偷好了。不过我们已经逛完一圈了，那就赶快去休息吧，然后看一下这个剧情好了。
I'm sorry.
上有花圈的，上，你这边要怎么上去？哦，楼梯在这。这个是我们房间，说墙上有花圈的，我没看到啊。哦，狗穿模了，笑死！嗯，没时间浪费。那好像都不是我们的错。好，到底在哪里啊？哦，花圈是这个。我们房间这么好。侍女之战。还有一本书，风景还不错。他这件还多了一个这个靠窗的这个动作，还行。哇，竟然是有厕所的独间呢！我的天哪，哇，套房啊 ！Oh my god， 太尊贵了。我们亨利就没有过这么富裕的生活。 吧，先睡觉吧。
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
早餐好丰盛，3块气死。靠，他不会又把我们身体拔？哎呦，我就知道。不是为什么这边有些东西也被他拔掉了？我觉得这有点像 bug。那我昨天，那我等于游戏里面前一天穿，我等于白穿了，在这边浪费我的时间。 啊，夺冠忘了穿。OK。他现在这边不让我去了。
See, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My man trained like that every day.
If Sigismund and his army happen to turn up.
I'm sorry.
And this scarf. It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This. I fell off the battlements at Laxenburg.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Yeah, not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us.
They can wait a while longer, then. First, I have to fix myself up and tell Catherine to prepare the horses. You go ahead without me.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
Well, all right, but he sent for us both. How's it gonna look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
我靠！现在叫我们自己去见他，因为他不想见他。什么鬼？
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison, and mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Boomcarp 这什么鬼？开玩笑，我们剑术已经30等了。
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better be going. The Margrave is expecting me.
Wait, you're gonna see him alone? What about Zhishka?
He said he'd be along in a while.
Seems like he's in a bad mood.
How did you know that?
A woman's intuition.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
队长之妻
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous, and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
I beg your pardon, my lady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived, and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere. God be with you.
队长之妻突然就冒出来，竟然是可以互动的，还不错。然后没想到跟我们对打，竟然是那个垃圾。哦，凯瑟琳怎么蹲在这边？
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
哦，对，之后再找他学吧。这一集浪费时间，不在这边浪费时间，我要去找他们俩。看这个指引是不是有点问题？应该是在那上面才对。刚刚不让我进去，就是为了叫我去对话外面那些。果然，哎，我就早该知道了。
Henry, where's Captain Zhishka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund. So I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent. But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trotsky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Bergov's dungeon. And judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
都是拒绝。
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in his godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Inek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanush alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
要不要快速旅行？欣赏一下风景好了，毕竟是
The road's quiet. The surroundings are pretty. Why rush? At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
第一次来库滕伯格，还是再看一下风景好了。能说这游戏的气氛真的是相当营造的相当好，真的是，因为它现在好评率好像是93%吧，个人觉得应该是95%以上，但是它开场的这个让那个新手玩家的这个窘困呢，我觉得应该是有一部分的有劝退，然后它还是有一些优化问题，像前一集跟前一集还是有一些地方会有点卡顿掉帧。也不知道是为什么，是它优化还是什么的问题。像刚刚其实，在那个苏赫多尔，我觉得其实人蛮多，但是完全就是很流畅。还是说是因为晚上那个灯火，它那个光追可能导致说它一些，不晓得是 V run 还是什么的问题。然后那个远远的就是西吉斯蒙德的这个阴影。
Shouldn't we speed up? We won't get there before dark like this.
What's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the scenery?
看一下我们的目的地到底多远。不晓得到底多远。好吧，我们快速旅行吧。
I changed my mind. We really should pick up the pace.
哇靠，靠北远。
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
I warned
knew you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shishka?
You turn on your heel and get going, if you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
直接就开干了。哦，干，没反应过来。
Let's end this, you shit! I'll kill you!
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
So much to do.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Shishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side, but never against you.
And a treacherous old fox, too. One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hag. They let him in, and he slit their throats in their sleep. I still regret not being there to see that.
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night, and you know the rest.
Ha! Well, I could better the way Devil tells it.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubianka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're gonna move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3, so unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody'll listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hid them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
好吧，我觉得我要重开一下。我说实在，我是没有料到。现在讲一下，我是没有料到，没想到我们来这边又是一个要重新召集团队的一个很老套的主线的，说很老套。不过的确，我们如果要跟西里之盟的对抗的话，的确是要弄得像游击队之类的。我也不能说不合理，就是有点老套的事。那我现在比较想冲澡，为什么特罗斯基那边一大堆地方可以洗脸，为什么这边好像都没有
？Good dog. I'm sorry.
哦，这边有看到一桶水。看为什么库滕伯格这边的水看起来比较脏啊？ 哦，干这个位置。啊靠，没有。
No time to wander around. We've got work to do.
不行，我要读档。哦，他怎么把我的马弄在那么远的地方？
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another bore. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'd gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Haha, really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many decks and drinks?
Ah, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which... Would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
对他讲话也蛮有趣的，这个对白跟台词也是写的蛮生动，蛮喜欢。很像是以前影集跟好莱坞电影该有的水准，可惜现在是我们现在只能在这种一年只有几部的游戏里面才有这样的体验，也是觉得蛮难受的。没有料到第一个任务主线竟然就到这么远的地方，朝酒馆一路过来，已经是横跨半个地图。不过我感觉主线看起来不会太长，我们也不可能把西吉斯蒙德干掉，所以这个地图好玩的，也许是就是库滕伯格的这个一个还原，还有就是这些支线吧。我目前没有打算要录支线的，所以再说吧。我只希望这一段快一点，因为我刚刚看了一下时间，好像其实已经过了一阵子。还有一个，我会觉得这边可能好像没有特罗斯基那么漂亮的原因，是因为特罗斯基那边的地貌做的比较崎岖一点，有很多岩壁啊或什么。他们也讲了，这个整个库滕伯格周遭都是平原，看来看，其实一大堆都是田嘛，跟村子，田跟村子，其实就这种地貌上来讲，好像就没有很漂亮。方面也是这样，就希望这边的一些支线啊或什么的做得够精彩，就靠剧情来带动，而不是靠这个场景。不过来到库滕伯格，的确好像 就比较少巢穴了。看起来他们也知道，在游戏的这个中后期，大家已经农到差不多了，也不需要再去那边打巢穴去捡眼镜啊或什么的。看来开发组大概也知道这一方面。那我就不晓得是不是特罗斯基会那么累格，是不是这边有很多这种可以互动的物品，像是这个鸟巢，因为全部都是可以互动的，是不是那边这样就降低了这个游戏稳定度？我就不太确定。不然为什么来这边好像就蛮顺畅的？尿尿。
What a relief. I just better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, almost done. Oh, not done yet. Finally. The camp is near. There's a path above the stream leading to it. There were also some pretty rocks nearby. Ada used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lass. Or when he was returning. He can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Ada could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at a suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Let's start here, Henry.
你越讲越觉得，干有可能大家就那么蠢，笑死。
There should be a shop.
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
This mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders, by the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea. A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're gonna dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janos' tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up covered in caterpillars.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
他很得意，那这么小一个他妈的，他躺得进去？他妈这是个狗窝还差不多，还好我有铲子，我不需要去那个，我不需要拿他的。这个任务感觉很拖台前，要到处去晃。
I told you I would find it right away. Now just dig it up and we are done.
Won't you give me a hand? It'll go faster if you help me.
I am helping you. I found you the best plate. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil. And we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
不回答了 ，shit。最近有没有洗衣服的点？哦，很好，没有。
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
We're moving. No stalling.
You have as much fun as watching grass grow.
我们拿了之后不能跟他对话哦，那应该帮他拿一下哦，才会解锁一些对话。搞不好了，都猜的。
Right. Enough playing around, Dick. Here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Just like the last time. So this is the grave of poor Lord Yellow. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench. What about us?
Hmm. 不想全拿，觉得好像不是什么太值钱的。哦，希望他后面这种任务不要太多，真的很拖。
So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never. I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are two kinds of people. Those who work and those who watch. Both are equally important. You can guess which of us is which.
这什么 bullshit？
See? I told you I knew exactly where to find them.
God, why are you punishing me?
Oh, don't cry. We have more important things to do.
Will you take the cannons?
I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we going to see Zizka?
Let's go. Or do you want to go alone?
I'd rather go with you. Just in case.
Mount up then. We've wasted enough time as it is.
哇靠，他好像一点，他好像最没有立场讲这个话哈。伏击地点对我们3个人打，认真。
I think I've heard that one before.
Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades.
To hell with the hand cannons. Don't you want to get on the road and sing to the convoy? They'd bleed out of their ears and we'd be done.
Like berries.
那他竟然是这种反讽，耳朵流血，直接就阻止车队了。哦，我们这要3个人去阻止他。我想把这段剧情看完，看完再结束这一集。
Bring on the barrels and roll out the righteous. There's nothing better than a nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much.
你看自己吐槽，没押韵好，好呗。
Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's her best feature. She'll break your heart and you'll want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother. Fucking and boozing and boozing and fucking and boo.
靠，他哪找来的队伍？工人，感觉就是来赚外快。
What about felling a tree across the road? Hand me an axe and I will do it myself.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
炼狱。
The next time you want to send me looking for something with Kubienka, just kill me. You'll save me a lot of suffering.
Did we find those cannon? We did. So stop whining.
When you spend more time with Kubienka, you'll realize he's not doing it on purpose. He's just a prick.
Hey!
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
But you hold me up in irons, and you can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Halt! What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting.
We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Matilda!
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Yeah, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at the sky again?
就威胁他没有用，我就是要开打。
Shut up! Or I'll put a hole in you so big you'll be able to see Kuttenberg through it.
Show your stuff. Are you gonna get some task or not?
We'll finish this.
You got him!
I'll hack your ass!
Piece of shit!
Don't spare him!
Come on, then!
That one hit the mark!
居然现在打赢了，单接的，赶快捡一捡。
Out of here somehow. So put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, but be quick about it, all right?
他的武器掉在哪里？好了，花太多时间整理了，应该会剪掉。我现在还不能对话，好。
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better. Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
We need to find John of Liechtenstein and finally rescue Lord Capon.
Who the fuck are they?
You'll learn that soon enough. But we have more important things to attend to. First things first, Henry. How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? That old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubianka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first, you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you? Well, you're not afraid of her, are you?
Someone might recognize me. And if they saw us together...
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubienka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
我他妈我有得选吗？我没得选啊。
Oh, wonderful. Will you at least tell me where to start?
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck.
Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak, but who knows where they ended up.
And that's all?
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
In that case, there's no one else left.
And where should we look for them? I don't even know where to start.
I think I could help you with some of them. Come and see me when you want to get started.
Liechtenstein can wait. I better look for the rest of your devil's pack.
Great. But be careful. I didn't recruit them for their pretty eyes. They're probably not going to be very friendly after what happened, so be nice to them.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right, go ahead. But don't forget, Catherine's waiting for you in Kuttenberg.
之后再回来跟他对话好。我们还需要跟旅店老板交谈吗？跟他对话一下。
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us? At least for a few days.
But of course. We have 2 free rooms just upstairs. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother cleaning them, innkeeper.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
Can I ask you something?
Of course. What about?
You don't seem like an ordinary innkeeper to me.
And what else would I be, eh?
Oh, come on. A tavern in the middle of nowhere, yet always full. And full of rogues on top of that.
Me? I'm but an honest man.
An honest-to-God fence, eh?
How dare you?
Stop with the mummery. Are you afraid I'll turn you in? You think I want someone sniffing around here? It's in my best interest to keep my trap shut.
All right, then. Pretending to be a poor old innkeeper was getting bloody old anyhow. If you ever find any lost items, bring them to me, and I'll take care of the rest.
I reckon the two of us will get along just fine.
I'm glad to hear it. In that case, you're always welcome here.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's trouble with demons in Old Kutner. There was a great tragedy one time in the mine near there. It's abandoned now. The ground collapsed, and a pit to hell opened up there. There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club in Horsham. Maybe they'll let you into their circle. And then Smolka came by. She's the one who runs the bathhouse across the street. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety, saying he wanted a girl. That he wanted to take her somewhere else, and Smolka wouldn't have it. But when he offered to pay double, she agreed. You know how it is. These days, every groschen counts.
Was he a fucking pig?
If only that.
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened, but it wasn't pretty. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises, her knees blooded. Not a pretty sight.
Who was this fella?
The way Smolka described him to me, he must have come with Sigismund's army. Probably a deserter. I've seen a few of those around here.
Have you any idea where I could find him?
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandoned dugout, just outside the forest nearby.
I'll take care of him.
I'm glad to hear it. And don't spare him. A lot of scum is coming here, but enough is enough. When you're done with him, go to see Smolka at the bathhouse. She'll be glad to have one less thing to worry about. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
打女人，好，狩猎她。来看一下时间。哇，真的是这集真的是有点长。好了毕竟是来到这个，终于来到这个库滕伯格这张地图了，所以那久一点我觉得合理了，因为总是要看一下来这边的起承转合嘛。没想到我们竟然就是在这个比较像是罪犯的这个聚集点，然后这变成是我们的另外一个小据点，也是蛮有趣的。然后目前我们其实不太清楚到底他们的雅恩他们的计划是要怎么样去对付西吉斯蒙，所以我们把人召集起来之前，我觉得他这算是卖一个关子啦，对，所以我们会很像一般玩家就会很积极的想去把这些团队都召集完，然后呢，他一定是每一个人都有各自有一个问题，然后你要去解决一个小问题，然后慢慢把团队召集起来之后，后面就才是主线，对。所以应该是我觉得能玩的内容应该是蛮多的，然后甚至可能一般人可能会觉得有点拖台前，因为一定都是有一大堆不太重要的一些小事情堆起来的这些委托了，就是我们在召集这个魔鬼党的这个过程。所以反正我这种主线攸关的我一定还是会解的，但是支线的话我目前是犹豫的，我可能是不会录了，然后顶多就是它最后有个动画的时候，我可能还会一样就剪成 shorts 吧。这游戏我只能说演出还是蛮优秀的，我蛮期待他们之后的新品的。然后我也觉得我也希望今年的其他游戏也有这样的，能带给这样的一个感受，因为目前看起来好像下半年2025下半年好像没有什么听到要发售的大作。印象中好像没有，2025年下半年，因为很多都是2025年说要出，但根本几月几号也都还没有公布。然后 Fable 又延期了，但 Fable 大家现在好像已经被列到不期待那边，知道一定会烂掉的。这个就没办法，对，他这个女主角弄那么丑，那大家就觉得就是，我觉得微软现在有的问题也是，感觉 DEI 那边还剩下一些势力在，对，还没有被清剿掉。所以那边都不太乐观哈，大概就这样吧。好了，这个游戏起码啦，这个游戏我看我应该是可以玩到4月份都没有问题。按照我这个录的速度的话，对我暂时没有什么大问题。然后5月暂时不会无聊，然后5月份就是万众期待的这个沙丘 Awakening， 大概就这样吧。好了，那时间太长，我们就不废话了。以上就是我们今天这个《天国降临：救赎2》的游玩内容啦。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。